Friends, I want to tell you a little bit about a video I just posted in case you have any questions about it. Once in a while you meet some really amazing people in your work, especially when I do freelance work. And so I met some people this past week that, it's quite amazing what they're doing. I mean, stuff that might actually change the world. So I want to give you a little bit of intro, and I'm going to put their video at the end of this video so you'll know what this is about. I met Eric McMillan and Pete Lohr, who have developed, it turns out, years ago, back in 2009, I believe. If I get any facts wrong, maybe Pete and Eric can tell me, but they developed a technology that takes virtually any low-level heat, and by low-level heat, I mean 105, 110 degree heat, and they can turn it into electricity way more efficiently than a solar panel. Now, by way more efficiently, I mean that most solar panels are maybe 11 to 16, 18% efficient. That means that that maybe only 18% of the solar power that hits those photovoltaic solar panels is actually turned into energy. The rest of it's lost. And but what they are able to do with this device that they've created, which uses a very environmentally safe chemical reaction, they can create electricity. And they've shared with me some of their extended videos that show how it's done. It's been vetted by a lot of scientists and everything, politicians, Department of Energy people, engineers from NC State, and all have come out and checked it out. I mean, it's Duke Energy people have been checking it. They've been sitting on a patent. It takes forever to get a patent done, apparently. It's taken them 6 years to get their patent out of the way. And they had me do a 90-second video for them for the MacArthur Foundation, which is a place that we're trying to get some funds to further develop this. But their device could be actually put in the attic of your house, if one's developed it's the right size and everything, put in the attic of your house, and you could run your house's electricity. I mean, you'd be off the grid. A good example, I had some discussions with them, and I don't want to get beyond the science that I understand, but let's say you want to go off the grid now with solar panels. It might take 80 or 100 solar panels to actually really power your house. It depends on how you're set up and where you're located and how much sun you get and all that, but it could take a lot of the photovoltaic, I'm trying to say it right, it's hard for me to say that word, but it take a bunch of solar panels that were very expensive to actually power your house, right? So a lot of people get solar panels and then they put the power back into the grid. They have it set up so they can shoot the power back into the grid. And what they actually do is they reduce their power bills that way. Maybe they are able with, 20 or 30 solar panels to produce enough to maybe cut their energy bill in half. With this device, is what's called an LT-TEC, LTTEC. And if you watch their video, it'll explain more about what it is and how it works. But with the LT-TEC, you could put this in your attic. Or you could use solar panels that are not photovoltaic. Just solar panels, like 8 or 10 of them, that heat water up, right? I mean, you can build those yourself. Take boxes, run copper, tubing and things through it, run water through it, heat the water up, and you can actually heat a home. The thing is, it's like 90% to maybe 95% energy efficient, whereas the solar panels are 15, 18%. But you can use heat from solar powered water. You can also use heat from like animal dung, from a rotting compost, you could use heat from a wood stove for that matter. Anything that generates heat. You could have a big old glass box out in your yard, and the heat from the inside of that could generate heat for it. The guys said they've even experimented with heat no more than a human's body. For instance, you could wear a vest that would maybe charge cell phones and stuff. I don't know. And there may be some things like that already, but their device is super efficient, and they're thinking it could really change a lot of things in the world. You could bring electricity to places in the world, third world countries where you can't get electricity right now. And how would that change a lot of things socioeconomically? It's not like bringing them food, but it is like bringing technology, education, communications, a ton of other things, just conveniences that people don't have if they don't have good electricity that's cheap. So what this could do is just double electricity efficiency. I think it's absolutely fantastic what they're doing, and I'm still not explaining it the right way. I mean, the video tells more about it, geothermal, There's just all kinds of ways. Anything you do that just, you don't have to bring water to boiling. Like to bring water to boiling, what's 220 degrees, 240, I can't remember how many degrees, 212 degrees. But here you go, you got something that maybe just gets up to 100, 110. The inside of your car could end up being something that generates electricity for an electric car. Your attic heat, the attic heat could generate electricity enough to charge up your electric car and keep your house running, and you would never even have to pay for a utility bill. It's sort of scary stuff in a way for the electric companies. I don't know, or maybe they would totally embrace the technology. I don't know. It's just it's pretty amazing. It is proven. They even have the National Institute of Science and Technology, I think, NIST. Maybe I'm saying it wrong, or maybe it's Standards and Technology or something. But NIST actually evaluated their device and said it comes as close to breaking the second law of thermodynamics as anything the energy industry has seen. So I've seen their certification from them. So this is something they've been waiting a long time to bring to the world, and I had a little cool part in to play in helping them. They're just engineer guys, they're just science guys, and I got to shoot a bit of that. So that's what that video is about. I'm going to go ahead and leave you with the video at the end of this video, or you can just go watch the other video and share that. I turned the comments off on that video because I don't want the MacArthur Foundation going there, and some people put squirrely comments. You can put squirrely comments on my video if you want to, but I'll turn the comments off on there. So share the news. This is kind of interesting. I'd like to see a big buzz stir up over this. This is quite something, and yeah, I'd like to see what happens with it. I can't imagine a world where the heat in your attic might power your house and you don't have to pay an electric bill anymore. That is cool as can be. Anyway, peace to all who watch. Subscribe to the channel if you like.
Hello, I'm Eric McMillan.
I'm Pete Lohr.
Imagine life in an impoverished country with no access to electricity or the advantages afforded by devices and technologies we take for granted. Now imagine a world where electricity is available and affordable to all people, where modern conveniences, communications, and education are within reach for all socioeconomic levels. Paramount Power Systems' low-temperature thermal energy converter is a revolutionary power generator that utilizes any low-level heat as the fuel source and converts it into electricity.
LT Tech can power homes and industries via an environmentally safe, toxin-free, OSHA-tested designer chemical. LT Tech can be used as a standalone power generator or in conjunction with existing power generators, reducing fossil fuel consumption.
It takes excessive thermal losses and converts this otherwise waste heat into additional electricity. It can often double efficiencies of existing systems, cutting power bills in half. While LT Tech is producing power, it also accumulates clean drinking water from moisture in the air, the only byproduct making its carbon footprint non-existent.
National Institute of Standards and Technology evaluated LT Tech using the Merwin technology scoring system, giving it a rating of 53, one of the highest ever awarded. Engineering experts are saying the device comes as close to breaking the second law of thermodynamics as anything the energy world has seen. LT Tech is poised to change and empower the planet.